you can be in ministry and all of that. If you're not taking care of home, man, it's nothing if your children are all like falling away.
There's a tendency among Christians now, I think, to read the Old Testament and go, wow, those people were silly. How often they forgot the Lord, right? And yet, first of all, that's instructional for us still. It is history, right? We're supposed to read it and learn and see God's plan playing out. But he has it in his word for us too. And we need to understand we're the same way. We have a tendency to be forgetful. You mentioned that stack of stones, right? Those Ebenezer stones. God was gracious many times to say, remember this, remember this. And when your kids ask, tell them about this, right?
Right.
Man, it's so easy as parents for us to say, well, things are good for us. I hope it goes well for my kids. But we got to be active, right?
Right. We can do something about that. You know,
Amen.
Look, you could see in the scripture where, you know, where there were parents, godly parents who failed to disciple their kids or you know, raise them the right way. Like I'm thinking about Samuel's sons. Like they were not following the Lord. How do you have a prophet like Samuel whose sons, you know, are not following the Lord? They were terrible. Eli's sons, you know, like it's so you can be in ministry and all of that. If you're not taking care of home, right there, even if your ministry is thriving and you've done all these great things, man, it's nothing if your children are all like falling away, you know?
Right.
And so, man, we have to be serious about that.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Jonadab, his story? He prays, Lord, let me never lack a generation to stand before you, something to that effect. That's how we've got to be thinking.
Yes.
And we find out later on that his lineage is still serving the Lord generations later.
Wow.
So, man, such a good picture, Wil. This episode of Rapid Response was brought to you by CTC Math. Visit them at ctcmath.com today.